I want you to put me in one of your movies.
Oh, okay. Is that, and then I just, sure, okay. Is that, yeah.
That's how you got out of it?
That's how I get out of it. I mean, people lie all the time in this business. You can say whatever you want right now.
Damn it.
You're in.
I didn't see a yes as an option.
Done.
It's Breaking Bread. Hey, everybody, I'm out on tour on the Grateful Bread Tour. Make sure you go to tompapa.com, and it will lead you to all of the dates. We just announced a whole bunch of dates going through next year even. We're going everywhere. San Francisco, Austin, Oklahoma City, Stuart, Florida. We have a run in New York. We're going to hit NJPAC in Newark and then go up to Boston on the same weekend. We've got the Borgata coming up later on. It's so many dates, a super cool time. Go to tompapa.com. The shows have been amazeballs. And also nambe.com/tompapa. Look at how cool this is. My friend called it the Tiffany of bread products. Look at that blue. We've got cutting boards. We've got spatulas. Everything that I use to bake these breads that I give to the guests all the time, I was able to design with this company, this super cool Art Deco versions of it. It looks great. It's very useful. Even if you don't bake bread, they have these beautiful flour containers and sugar containers and just a great line of stuff. I'm super, super proud of it. And I would love if you got some. And go to nambe.com/tompapa and you will get this beautiful box as well. There's a gift set also with a whisk, a bench scraper, and something else in there. I forget. It's beautiful though. Yeah, bread products. Go get it. Today's podcast was a blast. It's so much fun. We have Nick Stoller on. He is a great filmmaker, a great creator in comedy. He's done amazing stuff. We're going to get to it all. You'll be able to Surviving Sarah Marshall, Neighbors 2. Just a great comedic voice. He's running Platonic now with Seth Rogen, a good friend of the program. The reason I'm giving you a little intro for Nick, which we normally don't do on this program, we usually just roll into it. I just want to give a warning to everybody out there. Nick is a big bread baker. He loves baking as much as I do. He's been doing it as long as I have. And we jump right into bread because we couldn't stop ourselves. So I wanted to give him a proper intro because you may be listening to this and thinking, why are these two people, this is inside baseball. These two guys are geeking out so much on flour and bread. I don't know what's happening. So I just wanted you to know we're with a comedy legend right now, and we'll get to it, but we're going to start off losing our marbles about flour and rise times and croissants. He's the only person who showed up on the podcast with a giant bag filled with homemade baked goods. We've had people that brought stuff by. They've been nice. We love everybody. But nobody has shown up with such great quality stuff that they made themselves. So I lost my mind when I saw the baked goods. We just jumped right in and started talking about bread like crazy people. So I just want to give you a little. I think you're going to enjoy it. I just felt like this needed some kind of structure. So enjoy my conversation with Nick Stoller. This is fantastic. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This is really a thrill.
Yeah.
I love your podcast. So.
I love your movies.
No, thank you.
And your shows and all of the stuff. And it's exciting, but not as exciting as when I heard that you also bake.
Yes. There might be others of us, but the intersection of comedy and baking, I basically was like, I have to be on your podcast. I'm going to force myself onto this podcast because I'm slowly becoming more obsessed with baking than I am with anything else. So.
I know, me too.
Yeah.
It's really kind of crazy.
Yeah.
When did you start baking?
I mean, I've done it on and off. I've done it my whole life. My grandmother baked and was really into baking. She was a terrible cook, but she was a really good baker.
Oh, yeah.
And so I remember baking brownies with her, like asking to get her. But I really started I don't know. I started making sourdough like in 2017, 18, around there.
Right.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
just got and my goal was I wanted to make croissants. And so that was my goal, was to learn enough about it to make croissants. And so
That was yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I had that wasn't my goal.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And
When
I'm
did you
like-
start?
And I was like, around the same time,
Yeah.
a little before, maybe a couple of years before. And
Did you get annoyed?
which is very yes. I
during
was
the
going to say
pandemic?
exactly, exactly. This is going to be a podcast of us talking about comedy and bread without saying words. We're just going to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
because what you were going to say.
Yeah.
Don't you get pissed off when people are like, oh, in the pandemic
Yeah.
you started baking bread? No.
No. Years before.
Yeah.
Years before.
Loaves were coming out when everyone was scrambling around.
Yeah.
And I always use Jake Gyllenhaal as an example of going on Colbert and being like, yeah, this is how you make bread. No.
During the height of the pandemic, I got a Chloe Grace Moritz, lovely, directed her in Neighbors 2. She texted me during the height of the pandemic, hey, I remember you talked about baking when we were shooting Neighbors 2. How do you do the like sourdough starter? And I was like, oh shit. She's lovely, but I was like, it's over. And
Yeah.
now everyone's gonna think I did that. It's exactly what you just said.
Yeah. But they've all gone away now.
They're done.
No one's making bread anymore.
No.
But we still have to deal with the question
Yeah.
of, so did you start during the pandemic?
Yeah, no. I guess the no knead recipe, which was a long time ago, when that came out, that was the first time I started to make bread, I feel like.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that was like tartine and
It was the Mark Bittman no knead recipe.
Right.
That was in 2005 or 6 or something. I don't know.
and this was like around 13 maybe.
Do you have the
2015.
tartine books?
Yeah.
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 Me too.
Ken Forkish,
I mainly use tartine.
flour, water, salt, yeast.
Oh, I have that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have that book.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
They've got some really, and what's cool is as a writer,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like baking, like doing the process, like really fits in when you're home writing.
It's the best.
Right?
Because you can do a little bit here, a little bit. That's how it started. Like I couldn't cook
right.
because it takes hours.
But you could
bake.
You could work.
Yeah.
And then be like, oh, it's 20 minutes. I got to go.
Could just stretch
fold
it.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's a little bit like I'm just talking to myself.
Yeah. I know. You know what? Do we have an extra pair of glasses?
Yeah.
We can give Nick. So let's stay on baking for a minute.
Yeah. It's going to be the whole podcast. You realize that's we're going to talk.
I'm
going to keep
You've made all
bringing
these
it back.
amazing movies.
I don't want to talk. No, I don't care.
What about Seth Rogen?
It doesn't matter. No.
Yeah.
I gave him some
What
of my
about-
croissants. He
What about
like them.
what about Ken Forkish?
Yeah.
He's our real hero.
Yeah.
I actually went to Portland and interviewed him.
Oh, wow.
In an early version of this podcast, and it was like in off hours, and I went in early and just met him. Meeting him, and he's this legendary guy up in Portland who created this great book, but he also had these great bakeries, and meeting him was like more intimidating than meeting anyone in show business.
That must have been terrifying.
I was like, he is my hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that must have. Yeah, that would freak me out.
I was like talking about my baking, and then I was like, got to my hotel later. I was like, why did I say that to him? This guy makes perfect bread. Why am I talking about my attempts at making an olive loaf?
Yeah, I would have been very, very intimidated.
Yeah.
Very nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I learned, so you start kind of like investigating all the other things that you can bake, and when
Yeah.
I learned about croissants, and then visited some bakeries, and they showed.
Do you make
me how-
croissants?
No, I don't.
Okay.
And that's what I'm leading up to. I saw that as one of the baked goods that I'm better off just buying because I figure it's just too difficult to get the layers.
No,
No.
it isn't. Here's the thing: there are a lot of bad recipes out there that make it, and so I kind of shifted from the flour, water, salt, yeast, or flour, that book to the tartine books.
Okay.
And so I kind of just use the tartine books, and but just the way these things happen,
Yeah.
you know. And honestly, the croissant recipe in that book is not good.
In the
tartine book, it's not good. There's a lot of these recipes are like I made that recipe twice. It didn't really work.
kind of chunky.
Yeah, because like dense, and it just didn't work. And then I was telling
Rachel.
yes, sorry, that there's a website called Sally's Baking Addiction that has an amazing croissant recipe that just very clearly explains the steps.
Really?
Yeah, and a lot of her recipes, I'm not whatever I wouldn't, but this recipe, it's like very clearly lays it out.
Right.
And I did that recipe, and then I have a theory: you have to make a thing 3 times, and then you've figured it out by the 3rd time, and then you can freeze them. You can freeze them before you bake them. So you can freeze them, and then you can take them out the night before, let them rise overnight, bake them in the morning. It's incredible.
Really?
And there's nothing better than a fresh baked croissant, I think.
No, it is the best.
Yeah.
It is the best. The range, though, of croissants is pretty amazing. Like, you go from, like, these tartine, like, if you go into the tartine shop,
Yeah.
it's such a perfect croissant.
Oh, those are perfect.
They're
Yeah.
so good. They just kind of flake off.
Yeah.
And then you get on a Delta flight, and they
Really
bring out
bad.
their croissant, and it's
Yeah.
like you're just using the word. This has nothing to do with.
This is a roll in the
Right.
shape of a crescent.
You're right.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I brought some of.
You
my-
did?
Yes. I baked this morning.
Oh, that's funny because I baked this for you literally an hour ago. I do my radio show with Fortune.
Yes.
Fortune.
Oh, I love her.
Yeah,
She's the best.
she was just in one of your films.
Yes.
And she's like, "Why do you keep getting up? Why are we taking so many breaks?" And I said, "Because I have bread for Nick, and I'm running out of time."
Yeah, you got to get the bread.
Yeah.
Everything in here was I brought 3 things.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, well, I brought.
Don't worry about noise.
Don't worry about noise. Okay, so these are the croissants. I'm like nervous.
Whoa.
I'm literally nervous.
You're definitely hesitant.
I'm nervous. These are croissants. This is more croissants. So these are 3 kinds of croissants: plain, ham and cheese, and chocolate.
Oh my God.
I think the ham and cheese are in there.
Ham and cheese.
This is a babka, which I made yesterday. I couldn't make it today.
Louise.
And then this is the last thing, which is a sesame semolina bread, which I've been making constantly because it's the best thing. Sourdough, some sesame semolina sourdough.
Well, I just want to take this moment to apologize to Matt Damon and Jerry Seinfeld and Leanne Morgan and Jim Gaffigan and all the great people who have been on this podcast. You've been dethroned. You've been dethroned. Kathleen Madigan once bought me a make from scratch biscuit in a bag. Mm-hmm. Nothing has come close to this.
Yeah, well, thank you.
This is amazing. Holy crap! Look at that.
You could make these.
I can.
Yeah, you can make them.
Really?
Yeah. I'll talk you through it. It will bore your listeners, but I'll tell you the whole thing.
Yeah. No, you're my best friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy Toledo. This is so. I'm gonna just slowly open boxes as we go through.
Yeah, that's the plain one.
Oh my God! Look at that.
Yeah.
It really flakes like a real.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit!
This is the greatest
This is so
moment. This is the
crazy.
greatest moment of my life right now. This is better than the birth of my first child. I'm sorry, the getting engaged, my first movie coming out. This is it. Watching you enjoy this.
No, it is legit. Rachel, come. Rachel, just come over. Just slide.
Let's say no.
There's ham and cheese and chocolate. So
Put that with John over there.
Wow.
This is this is bakery level, like really kick-ass bakery level. Really,
thank you.
Oh, that's incredible, dude.
right? Come on.
That's what
No,
makes
but
it-
wait. There's these laminating machines.
Yeah, you can do it at home.
These giant machines, and you feed the dough through a whole bunch of times, and it gets super, super thin, and then you layer that with butter.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. And so I was always under the impression, and I did try, that I can't do that. I don't have that
No.
machine.
You just gotta listen
Just
to Sally.
roll it?
You gotta listen to Sally.
Sally.
That's Sally's Baking Addiction. Yeah,
Sally. I love Sally.
Yeah, Sally's. You basically make your dough, which is very easy. You just put it in the kitchen, and then you put that in the fridge and let it kind of relax. And then you make your butter block, and it's very satisfying. All you do is you just put some flour on your kitchen table with European butter, ideally. Although I've done it with just normal butter, and it was fine. And I found the easiest way to do it, and then you have to. It's all measuring, so you have to measure the butter block. I could literally tell you the measurements now, but I'm not. I won't get into the. And it's very satisfying. You beat the butter with with
Mallet?
not with a mallet, with your rolling pin.
Oh.
So you beat it with the flour. So you kind of incorporate the flour until it kind of becomes like Play-Doh. It kind of gets, and then you put it into this envelope that you've made out of parchment paper and roll it so it fits in the parchment
So it fits
paper.
in the dimensions of the parchment.
Exactly. And then you put it in the fridge, you let it all sit for a few hours, and then you take it out, let it sit for about 20 minutes to a half hour, the dough and the butter, till they're both soft, and then you make like kind of an envelope, you roll it out. It's like
So how many layers of butter are you doing that?
You do that, you first roll it out, and then you fold it, so it's like three layers, you know? And you do that 3 times.
Okay.
And each time you do it, it's like an exponential number of layers.
Right.
So by the time you're done, I want to say it's 72 layers of butter. But you're just doing it 3 times. Then you put it in the fridge, leave it for a few hours.
Yeah.
And then roll it out and cut them and make them.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
This is. I feel like I just learned a secret.
It's just go to Sally. It's Sally.
I don't know if I'm releasing this podcast to the public, actually.
Funny, my wife actually emailed Sally of Sally's Baking Addiction to see if she would do, like for my birthday, this was as a surprise, a private like Zoom lesson.
Right.
And she said no. And I was like, it honestly made me respect her even more. I was like, hats off, Sally.
You're on set with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
She
was like, no.
First name basis.
I don't have time to do that.
All right, Sally.
Okay, cool. And I wouldn't necessarily, I mean, it's a different, the rest of her website is a lot, whatever. It's like chocolate chip cookie dough stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Which
it's
is
not
very funny.
Which is fun. Yeah, but this one, she's just very good at explaining basic thing she's very good at explaining. And I tried a few different recipes and none of them were good. And her recipe's excellent.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are, as you know, like when you start getting into it, you start collecting books. Like you start just picking up, and there's some like really very basic, poorly produced cookbooks.
Terrible.
From years ago. But you'll find something in there for blueberry scones that'll just blow your head off. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just like, they're not everything that they do is great. The photography sucks, whatever. But you can find these gems.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
There'll be one amazing thing in it, and it's worth the whole book. Yeah.
Do you get emails for I think it's the IBEE baking conferences around the world?
No.
Well, we should go.
Yeah, we should go. That's happening.
They're having one in like Japan, and one in Vegas.
Oh, well, what is? I don't even know what this is.
It's like, let's see if I can look it up while we're talking. There it is, IBIE Baking Expo. It's really for professional bakers. Like you'll go there and look at ovens and all, but when you start really looking at it, there's like you're gonna love it. Baking communities, breakthrough solutions. We can make new friends.
We can make new friends who won't be bored by. I could talk about it all day.
Right, exactly.
I just need someone who isn't like my family.
Imagine a conference, a convention center filled with people who want to talk about it even more than we do.
I'm so into this idea.
I know. We
I guess we're going to Japan soon.
I think we have to go to Japan.
I've known you for like 20 minutes, and we're now going to Japan. This is to a baking conference.
Amazing. Showcasing the trends fueling artisanal style baked goods. In 2 weeks, the Artisan Village will showcase artistry and innovation shaping today's baking industry.
Whoa.
Step into the heart of craftsmanship, where tradition and innovation come together to celebrate bread, pastries, and specialty baked goods. That's right, Nick. We're talking to you.
Oh, I'm into this idea. That's good.
I'm going to eat this now.
Yeah.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Miami.
In Miami?
Yeah. I was born in London. My parents are American. We moved to Miami when I was 4, so I grew up in Miami.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why were you born in London?
My parents lived there from 1970 1980, and they just wanted to have a kind of foreign adventure, so they went there. How about you?
I'm sorry, I'm eating a chocolate croissant now. And this is amazing. What kind of chocolate do you use?
I use it's like a French chocolate I can't remember the name of it, but they're called bâtons. Mm-hmm. They're a special shape for chocolate croissants because it's a pain in the butt to chop the chocolate and so they're these, yeah. But usually I use Guittard chocolate. GUITTARD.
I can't believe you get these layers. It's so insane.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
This is so pro. Did you guys like it?
I loved it.
Rach?
It's unbelievable.
Delicious.
Right?
I'm a tough critic.
Yeah, Rachel.
Croissants.
I didn't know that about you. I knew you're a tough critic in general.
Been where?
Car,
Where's that?
Car?
Sedina.
Oh, yeah?
It's good?
He specializes in chocolate croissants.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm going to try that.
Rachel, I appreciate you being a harsh critic and all, but don't tell him about some other great baker when we're eating his
I'm
croissant.
getting a little bit upset that you mentioned that. I mean, I don't tend to go to many bakeries because I'm always baking all the time.
I know, but
Yeah.
that's like, you know who's a really good director?
You know a comedy director I love? No. Exactly.
So how did you start thinking comedy when you were in Miami?
I was always obsessed with comedy. I remember watching Saturday Night Live as a little kid or whatever, and like wanting to write for it. I somehow knew that, not wanting to act on it, not act for it.
Right.
I wanted to. I mean, I did like acting and stuff for fun as a kid, but but I wanted to write for it. I knew like it was Mel Brooks. I watched a lot of Mel Brooks, and then Saturday Night Live, and then Woody Allen and James Brooks. And
Were your parents comedy fans, or did you find
my
it on your
my
own?
dad is in particular is a comedy fan, and so we would watch stuff together. And then in Miami, there's a syndicated newspaper columnist named Dave Barry.
Oh,
I'm
of
sure
course.
you're familiar with Dave Barry.
Legendary.
So I saw a book. He would write a weekly column for the Miami Herald. So I'd read that, and it was really funny. And then I saw a book of his when I was a kid that I bought for my mom called Claw Your Way to the Top. It's very 80s.
Yeah.
It's a very 80s book. But when I read
yeah.
it, and I was like, this is so funny. And I started to kind of basically just copy his style. Just like write. And so,
That's funny.
and I remember going to a like Killing Time in at the mall, and there was like a word processor, and I just started writing one of these little things, and then I walked away to do something else, and I watched as like an adult man walked over and like read what I'd written and laughed, and I was like, oh, it's not just in my head. Stuff is
Wow.
kind of funny, and so
Do you remember what you wrote?
I'm sure it was
Vaguely?
I'm sure it was just a ripoff of Dave Barry. I'm sure it was
Right.
basically I just wrote whatever he and I actually as a kid wrote to Dave Barry and asked him if he needed an intern. When I was like 15, and he was
Whoa.
like, he wrote back to me, very nice. No, I don't need an intern, but thank you for the
Wow.
offer.
That's amazing.
And then in high school, I started a satire magazine, and then I went to Harvard and I did the Lampoon, which I'd known about, been obsessed with forever. But I was always kind of obsessed with comedy and comedy
Wow.
writing. Yeah.
So you discovered the route to Harvard when you were a teenager.
I knew about it just from being a fan of comedy. I knew I was. I mean, I knew about like Doug Kenny and then the all those Lampoon people. I was obviously loved National Lampoon's Vacation, and I think the magazine predated me a little bit. I didn't really know about National Lampoon, the National Lampoon. I knew it a little bit. As a kid, I loved Mad Magazine and all that stuff. It was all the basic.
I'm a little older than you, not by much, but there was a book, a National Lampoon book, and we were walking through the woods, my friends and I, and there was a story from the point of view of a penis, and we couldn't walk. We were trying to walk home from school, and we were laughing so hard that our knees were giving out. We're just sitting on rocks. Read it again. Read it again.
That's really funny. Yeah.
But when you discover that, like, subversive stuff like Mad and Lampoon as a kid, it really has an effect.
A huge effect. Yeah.
So that must have been a pretty... When you get to the point of being at Harvard and you were running it...
The Lampoon. Oh no! Well, I'm sorry. I don't know why my throat. I went to. I didn't run. I mean, I ended up becoming like the version of a vice president eventually of it by the time my senior. But when I got to college, I tried out for the Lampoon and got on it my sophomore year, and then loved doing it. And I did that, and I separately did improv comedy, and both things weirdly helped me understand a lot about writing and directing, both sides of it. But I always enjoyed, I did like some theater and stuff, but I never wanted to do that. What I wanted to do was write and hopefully direct.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love the early focus is such a cool thing.
Yeah, I was just obsessive about it in a way. I don't even think I realized that I was until later. I was like, oh, I was pretty obsessed with this.
Yeah.
So,
like laser focused.
Yeah.
And that and it's so cool that you're not like, I want to be the star. No, I'm going to write this and direct this and
Yeah,
do
I
that
just
kind of-
wasn't. Yeah, it was a lot of. I mean, it's a lot of like. I went to boarding school, and there was like we had this radio station, and I did skits. I had this little show, and I would do skits that were just rip-offs of SNL skits.
Sure.
You're just ripping everything off as
Yeah,
you're
of
learning.
course. Yeah.
So I did that. That was fun. Yeah, it was really. That's kind of how I found my way to it.
So did you come to LA right from there, or did you go to New York first?
I went to New York for a year. I did advertising for a year,
Mm-hmm.
and I applied to the shows there. And this is in 1998, 1999, and then I moved to LA, and I got a job on this. I was very lucky. I got a job on this Austin Powers animated series that was going to be on HBO. It never happened, but it got me. It got me my first agent, and then that show ended up not. And I met like. The two people running it were Donick Cary, who's this really funny comedy writer, and Mike McCullers, who's a really. And anyways, I met them, and that was really great. And they've been friends of mine since forever. And
Amazing.
So yeah,
It's all meeting people.
all
That's the
meeting
only
people.
advice I give to comics when they ask.
yeah.
It's just go out and meet. The more people you
gotta
meet,
meet everyone, yeah.
that's really the whole way it's going to happen.
And then also on that, I was obsessed with Mr. Show, and I'd watched every Mr. Show, and I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
And I walked into the Austin Powers animated series office, and my office mate was Brian Posehn.
Oh wow!
And I was terrified. And he's not like someone who like changes his vibe for you. If you can tell, he's just like he's a very sweet guy.
Yeah.
But you don't know that at first. And I always
Yeah.
remember trying to make conversation with him early on, and I came in and I said, I went to the Hollywood Bowl with my roommates, and I went to see a Jamiroquai concert, and he just went, "Why?" And I was like, it was amazing. So yeah, but it was like, that writer's room was awesome. And then a year later, through my I ended up getting hired by Judd Apatow on Undeclared. And so-
Right. And you mentioned Judd earlier. Was he an influence before you worked for him, or was he?
Well, I'd watched Freaks and Geeks,
Yeah.
which was just like spoke to me. Like I was like, this is at the time there was a really funny. There was some very funny movies, but it was more like Farrelly Brothers, which isn't really my
Right.
tone, and and I love. I mean, I think I cried laughing at There's Something About Mary.
Yeah.
But it was a different tone.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Freaks and Geeks and being like, this is exactly what I want to make. It's like he had gone into my brain and made something. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not that
Yeah.
not that I had anything. I had nothing to do with that. But I think that when I remember for the meeting for Undeclared, I had to come with some. I was pretty close to college age, and so he was looking for writers who were young and close to
Right.
college age, and I came with a bunch of personal stories that were just tonally completely what he was looking for. And we
Right.
kind of share
Yeah.
a tone, I think.
Yeah,
So it wasn't
yeah.
like and so then he taught me a ton about story and about how to write and all
Yeah.
that. But each of these things, it's like each, the advertising taught me stuff about writing. Like you kind of learn stuff as you go along. And so
Yeah.
Judd taught me a ton about writing. So.
It is. It's obvious once you say it, but you and Judd both kind of share this this combination of being very funny, but also very heartfelt and very
thanks.
very character based. Like there's like real depth to the characters in both of your work, right?
Yeah. I mean, I try. It always just the comedy comes from character and it comes from a dramatic situation.
Yeah.
And not from. I always say like jokes are free. It's not the jokes.
Right.
It's the situation, and then it's tone. Tone is what makes the thing funny.
Yeah. What was the first film that you did on your own?
Without Judd or
Without Judd?
Well,
Or,
Judd,
I mean, no, I don't mean like completely on your, like that you were writing and directing.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
That was
that was the first one.
God, was
Yeah.
that perfect?
No, thanks.
It was
Thank you.
really. I mean,
Thank
that
you.
was right. I mean, that's
Yeah, I mean it was a dream, that movie, the entire
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
man. It was. How long did it take you to write the script?
Well, Jason Segel wrote it.
Oh, he wrote
So he
it.
wrote the script, but he on Undeclared, Jason and I bonded very quickly.
Yeah.
We both were, we both were really interested in writing about like romantic relationships. Like I would say like at the time, like Seth Rogen and I were like, I remember getting to Undeclared, hearing that Seth Rogen was going to be a writer,
Right.
Being like, he's like 17 or 18. How is this possible? He walked in and then immediately pitched the funniest joke in the room. And it was like, he's from the beginning was a brilliant writer.
Yeah.
And Seth and I shared an office and we really came up together. I would say Seth and his writing partner, Evan, at the time, their artistic project was more like male friendships.
Yeah.
And I would say Jason and I were very interested in male-female, like in romantic relations. That was something that we were interested in talking about and whatever, the way you just get interested in stuff.
Yeah.
And after Undeclared was canceled, Jason and I really bonded, and Jason was writing this script about a breakup. I had written a spec script that I'd written and rewritten a spec script that had gotten me some attention. It didn't sell, but it got me attention. And then Judd and I also started writing scripts together. We wrote a script for Sandler that didn't happen, but then we wrote Fun with Dick and Jane. And I was getting experience writing movies.
Yeah.
And so I went to Judd, and then Judd started to get, this all happened over a few years, started to get leverage as a producer, and suddenly Superbad was happening, and 40-Year-Old Virgin happened, and then Superbad. So I said to Judd, if I guide, or if I help Jason through the writing process, would you support me as a director? And he said, sure, because it's all tone,
Right, right.
And so...
And you hadn't directed anything?
No. I hadn't directed anything.
That was pretty ballsy.
Yeah, I was like, I think I see an opportunity, so I'm just going to try it. And I remember the meeting at Universal, right before the meeting, I turned to Judd and I was like, I'm going to talk about how much I've been on set and how involved I am. Because honestly, on Undeclared, there was all that. And he was like, no, don't say anything.
Oh, really?
He was like, just be quiet and cocky. And I was like, okay. So I just sat there silently.
That's great advice.
Yeah. He was like, don't say anything.
What's this guy thinking about?
Yeah, it's like, oh, right. That's like exactly be the mysterious alpha dog, I guess.
Yeah.
So that was kind of.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Don't say anything.
Don't say anything.
This episode is brought to you by IQBAR. Our exclusive snack and hydration sponsor, IQBAR, is the better-for-you plant protein-based snack made with brain-boosting nutrients to refuel, nourish, and satisfy hunger without the sugar crash. I swear I'm not making this up. I came in here to do this podcast, and I hadn't eaten, and we have IQBARs. I ate it, and right now, I feel great. Do I look great?
You look amazing.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. The Ultimate Sampler Pack is a great way to try all the IQ Bar products and flavors. You get 9 IQ bars. You get these IQ sticks that you put in your little water and have a nice little drink for yourself, and 4 IQ Joe sticks. All IQ Bar products are entirely free from gluten, dairy, soy, GMOs, and artificial sweeteners. All IQ Bar products are packed with clean, delicious ingredients that help you physically and mentally. Magnesium, lion's mane, adaptogens, and more cool stuff like that. With over 20,000 5-star reviews and counting, more people than ever are fueling their busy lifestyles with IQ Bars. They really are great. I throw them in my bag when I travel. I have the other things at home, the drink mix, the sticks for when I get out of the sauna at home. Really fantastic. And, I've been using and trying different bars my entire touring life, and these are the best. And they're not big and fat and heavy and make your bag all stupid. And right now, IQ Bar is offering our special podcast listeners 20% off all IQ Bar products, including the sampler pack, plus free shipping. To get your 20% off, text PAPA, P-A-P-A, to 64,000. Text PAPA to 64,000. That's PAPA to 64,000. Message and data rates may apply. See terms for details. This is a cool little box. You have this in your little pantry and your little shelf, and you open it up and grab it and go out about your life. Winner! We'd like to thank the good people at ButcherBox. If you're serious about fueling your body with the best, look no further. ButcherBox has clean, high-quality protein without the junk. Whether you're lifting heavy weights or lifting laundry baskets, ButcherBox helps you stay on track. ButcherBox delivers over 100 premium protein choices straight to your door, including 100% grass-fed beef, free-range organic chicken, pork, raised, crate-free, and wild-caught seafood. For nearly a decade, ButcherBox has led the industry with meat and seafood that's antibiotic-free, hormone-free, and independently verified. Every product meets the same rigorous standards, whether it's a filet mignon or chicken nuggets for your kids, or if you get chicken nuggets and you say they're for the kids, but you really eat them yourself. So whether you're feeding a growing family or trying to eat clean without the stress, ButcherBox offers curated and fully customizable plans that fit your schedule and your preferences. Go to butcherbox.com and just spend some time on the website and just look at all the great products you have and then think, wouldn't this be cool if a box of this showed up at my doorstep and I could throw it in the freezer and have this stuff on hand? It's going to make you very happy. As an exclusive offer, our listeners get free protein in every box for a year, plus $20 off your first box when you go to butcherbox.com/Papa. So go to butcherbox.com/Papa, P-A-P-A, to get this limited time offer and free shipping always. That's butcherbox.com/Papa. Don't forget, use our link so they know that we sent you. It's a great way to support the podcast and get some really great food in your face. And so they greenlit it, and you were able to just go and direct it.
I went and directed, yeah.
And at the time, I mean, it's not a small budget. You're in Hawaii.
No.
You're doing...
It's a gigantic budget now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone shadowing you? Did you freak out? Or were you confident, like, I got this?
I was, the main thing I've learned as I've directed more and more is when to move on.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of, like, you shoot the scene and you've gotten it, know? So I think that my lack of confidence, there were two things. I think I probably shot a few too many takes. And the other thing was that at the time, I didn't understand coverage, like, at all. Like,
Right.
I didn't understand it at all. And
Really?
and later, when we finished the movie and it was fine, Jason said to me, that first week I was a little worried about it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I fully, and I had a great DP, this DP named Russ Alsobrook, who was very patient, and he had worked with a lot of first-time directors, or first-time, he DP'd Superbad. Greg Mottola was not a first-time director, but he kind of was good at, like,
Yeah.
and he kind of drew out on a piece of paper how coverage works.
Right.
I fully didn't understand it still. He, like, was very patient. He's like, do you get it? I was like, totally. I, like, didn't get it. And then I kind of, and I remember that first week just being like, but it was, but it went, I don't know. It was
You knew what
besides
you needed.
coverage. Yeah. Besides
Yeah.
coverage, which I
Right.
just relied on Russ to be like, well, these are the shots we need. I tone, it's all tone, it's
Right.
all tone. And
Right.
I would shoot stuff that was off tone because I was just nervous, but I kind of knew what I was shooting was wrong, and so then just get the confidence to be like, no, it's not this, it's this.
Right, right.
So,
Man, but that's, I mean, to be confident in your tone,
oh yeah.
right, for that first thing is like, I mean, in a way, the story you're telling of having all of this experience and developing your taste and all of that, it's natural, but you could easily get to that position and be like, not trust yourself because you're in a new role,
Yeah, it was, I think, the years of working with Judd and also all the stuff that I had personally fallen in love with and wanted it to be. And I always say I got to make, I always thought that if I had the opportunity to direct and I was lucky enough, I'd first have to direct a few things I didn't really want to direct. And then, and I got to direct exactly the thing I wanted to direct right away. And so it was a kind of amazing blessing.
That is amazing.
And so I tonally knew what it was in a way that I think if I'd had to do something, I don't know, broader or whatever, that I might not have known exactly how to navigate it.
Yeah.
And it's probably honestly why Judd said, sure, I'll support you, because he probably understood in some way that I had a sense of what it should be.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, man. If you had if they had put you on like an episode of some bad show first, to direct one of those, or it could start to affect what you're.
Or you just don't know. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
It's like that National Lampoon, the Ryan Reynolds, like Van, whatever those movies are called. I can't remember what they're called, but it's like at the time it was like broad stuff, like, or American Pie. Like American Pie is a funny movie. I would not know how to do that. It's like that kind of thing. I would just so I think the ability to get to do the thing that I knew how to do, and Jason and I also shared a point of view, and he was my partner on it. And then there's an amazing writer and. Director Rodney Rothman was a producer on it, and he's a great writer, and he hung out and helped too. So it was kind of a big group project.
Right. Did you notice how during your last couple of answers how I complimented you in silence?
Yeah.
Did you notice what I did?
Do you not? You nodded, right? Are you?
No, I ate a whole chocolate croissant in like 3 bites, and then used the spit on my finger to get the crumbs off of the table.
Should we open the? Should we have this, or you want me to take this?
I want you to take that home.
Should we have the babka?
Yeah, because I can tell you're confident about it.
I want you to try this because it's really. I think I might have a piece of it too.
Oh boy,
This is. Do you guys want
is
babka?
really
You guys
good.
like babka? What?
I'm good for now, thank you.
Are you sure? It's going to be the best babka you've ever had.
Oh my God,
I'm going to say it right now. I'm just going to say it.
it's dense.
Yeah.
I've never had it. I don't even know.
You've never had
You
it?
never had babka?
Well, what do you mean you're good?
Well, that's why I was scared.
You're like 23.
Thank
Oh,
you.
this is
Thank
good.
This won't.
This is a messy thing.
Oh my God, I want to take a picture of it. It's like a lava rock.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go portrait mode.
It's a good.
Oh boy, it really is like a hot. I was in Hawaii and I was at a volcano,
It does. Yeah, you're right. It is
and
a
the
lava.
path was filled with these.
Yeah.
Trying to get Nick in the photo. With the rock.
Oh yeah, Rachel's always
yeah.
producing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a thumbs up, like it's good.
Wait, I gotta take it out.
Because you don't know if it's good unless there's a thumbs up.
Holy cow, it's amazing.
Yeah. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna let you cut it.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, because you know your way around your babka.
Okay. This is okay. Let's see.
For anyone just listening, it really does look like a lava rock.
Okay. There we go. Do
Uh,
you guys want a piece?
I'll try.
Yeah.
yeah, come on.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. There we go. Here. I can cut these. In half.
Note to self: we should get plates. We used to have plates, but after not one guest bringing us shit,
Yeah. I just assumed that people
didn't
brought
have
you
them on
I was
hand.
worried that people are always bringing you stuff. And,
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Leanne Morgan brought me nothing.
She didn't bring you anything.
Nothing.
She does. She bakes. She claims
Yeah,
she bakes.
she says she does. But
Yeah, because I emailed her a
thank
recipe
you.
for ammonia cookies, which are really good.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Whoa! Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
I'm gonna take another picture.
Okay.
This is I have a similar joke in my act about how I'm using my iPhone to look for cabins in the woods because I just want to get out of cities. And I'm like, what's happened to me? I used to look for porn, and I'm looking for cabins.
Oh yeah. I just look at recipes.
Yeah, I'm taking pictures of your
Yeah.
babka. Oh my God, how is it, kids?
I didn't grab my piece.
Oh, you don't have your piece yet.
Should I just grab that guy?
I'll do it for you.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
Here. Should I cut another piece?
Oh my God, it's good. Wow. Again, apologies to everybody listening. Babka's good. Look at the swirl.
It's a good swirl. It's a fun
swirl.
recipe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, no kidding. So Platonic it's wrapped, right? Like
We've done a second season. We're waiting it seems as if we are potentially going to maybe get a third season, but we don't know yet.
Right,
so,
right.
So I probably shouldn't even say that.
well, I'm just asking because we want you to come on the podcast every week. And if you're filming,
I'll come.
it's not
I'll come
gonna-
back anytime. Yeah.
How cool, though. I mean, talk about the friend's advice that all these years later, you've got Seth in this very popular show. And you guys are still rocking together.
Yeah. I feel so lucky that I met him when we were both essentially kids, and we both we've just come up together, and he's just so funny and just
So
like. Have you
funny.
interviewed him? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He was on. He didn't mention it.
He did not mention it. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I gave him bread, right? We gave him bread and then followed up to see if he liked the bread and didn't hear anything.
Oh,
right,
really?
Rach?
Sorry, who is this?
Seth Rogen.
Oh.
Didn't we follow up to
yeah,
see?
we didn't hear if he liked it.
Sometimes people think that I'm using the bread to be their friends.
You just want to know if they like it.
I just want to know if they liked it.
No.
Julie Bowen had the same thing. We were trying to.
She didn't respond.
No, I was like,
I thought she told you that her kids loved it.
did they?
It's weird when you give someone a baked thing and they don't respond in any way.
No.
You just want that was good.
Yeah, right,
You don't need
exactly.
much. You
Yeah,
need a lot.
thanks. No, you want to...
Thanks, that was really good.
Oh, I'm needy about it. When I hand it out to people in the neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because you always bake more than you can eat, I give it to my neighbors.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't hear anything by the morning, I'm like, so, how was it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, amazing. It was the best bread.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to not get
But
a
if they
compliment.
said, "Oh my, it was good," if they proactively were like, "It was," do you
Yeah.
need more than that?
Would I need more than that?
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the week. Depends how I'm feeling about myself. You know?
Yeah.
Who came up with the idea for Platonic? Is that your idea?
But it's my wife's.
Oh, really?
So yeah, so my wife Francesca and I do the show together, and it's based on her. She had a few very close guy friends in her teens and 20s. She's still close with them, but she
Yeah.
started to notice as we all coupled up and got married that
Yeah.
we would go out to dinner and I would be talking to her guy friend and she would be talking to her guy friend's wife.
Right.
And she loves their wives. It's not that she did, but she started to be like, it's weird that this is the way it always
Yeah.
separates. And
Yeah.
and then we were battering around different TV show ideas, and she was like, "What about this?" And I was like, "That's a great idea."
Right.
And
Was
then,
she a writer and stuff before? Like she
So
had
we
her,
did
her
yeah.
career.
So she started as a novelist, and she wrote a novel. Around the time I met her, her novel was coming out, and then we or a little bit before, and then we did a show called Friends from College for Netflix together. That was really fun, and it was a blast. And then after that show was canceled after 2 seasons, we started talking about other ideas, and Platonic came up. And then we were figuring it out, we were like, oh, it should be this, man and woman are best friends, and they've had a falling out, and we wanted to go to Rose. We went to Rose, and Rose, she was into the idea. She said, we asked her who she'd want us to go to, and she said Seth. And Seth and Rose have on Neighbors and Neighbors 2, they have such incredible chemistry.
Right, yeah.
And so we went to Seth, and they love working together, and so it kind of came together pretty quickly. So,
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
They are so good together.
yeah, their chemistry is just off the charts.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. It's really subtle.
yeah.
They have like these very comedic moments of just
Well, they really find each other. They just do legitimately crack each other up, and their on-screen energy is just very. I don't know. It's really palpable.
yeah.
And what was interesting is on Neighbors and Neighbors 2, there was a thing where because they're a married couple, they can't brutally fight with one another because it wouldn't be funny.
Yeah.
But I knew that we knew Francesca. I knew that if it's a friendship, you can yell at each other. It's funny,
Right,
you know.
yeah.
And so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be a whole other area of
Yeah.
comedy that we weren't able to explore in those 2 movies. So
Right.
So
Yeah, you set the tone for that early with Seth being like she was like offended about a fight or something. And I remember him saying something like, "We're friends. We scream. We fight. I'm over it." And I was like, because I don't live that way. Like if I get to a point of screaming at somebody, it's like I'll be shook for weeks. You know.
I'm that way too.
Yeah, but to be able to just do it and be like, "Yeah, that was good. I'm all right. I still love you." I figure if someone criticizes or yells, I feel like, oh, I guess it's over. I guess it's all over.
Yeah, yeah. I feel I'm that way too. I'm not that I'm not you have to be confrontational is not the right word. You have to be able to express your opinion clearly in the
Sure.
creative field. But
Yeah.
I'm not a yeller. I don't think that's
Right.
that beneficial to get what you need.
Yeah, just terrorizing people.
Yeah, just screaming. Yeah, and I always think too that like the biggest comedy stars, I have a theory that they are funny when they yell.
Yeah,
It's like not like when Sean Penn yells, it's just like scary.
yeah. But when Will Ferrell yells,
Yells.
it's the funniest thing in the
Yeah,
world.
it's funny, and like for whatever reason, I don't know why. And so when Seth yells too, it's like really funny.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Seth is like an instrument. His yelling is like he has different levels of all of that out.
oh totally, yeah. So, yeah.
So was he doing studio at the same time?
He did this. So we did the first season of Platonic, and then they did. I think he set up the studio after that, and then
Right.
he shot the first season of the studio while we were in the writers' room for the second season of Platonic.
Got it.
Yeah,
Got
So, yeah.
it.
And then
Very
And so
cool.
when we were shooting Platonic, he would come and show us different scenes and stuff from the studio. It looked really cool. So,
Right,
yeah.
right. Both of them are great.
Oh.
They're both Apple, right?
They're both Apple, yeah.
They're both on Apple.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. I think he got offended because I said I recommended an ashtray that he should add to his.
He doesn't. It's
His
pretty hard to
line.
offend him.
Yeah. I felt like I mean, it seemed like it went well, right, guys?
Yeah, we had that
Yeah.
beautiful tiger moment. That was nice.
Yeah, we had a good moment, and I don't know. I just thought we'd be friends.
You could still be friends.
No, we'll work on it.
Yeah,
He was busy. He was running around doing a lot of press at that time. It was really studio launching time.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'm.
I would reapproach him after the Emmys
Yeah.
because he's really busy right now.
Don't do it this week.
I wouldn't do it this week. I would wait till Monday, and then I would email him. Hey, what did you think of my bread?
Are you going to the Emmys?
No,
That's good.
no.
Do you hate going to those things, or do you like going to those things?
I don't get invited to those things. I don't know how to say it. It's not part of.
You've
It's
never
not really
been?
a choice. I've been to the. I went to the Oscars because Muppets was up for Best Song and won Best Song.
Wow.
So I went as Jason's date to the Oscars.
And did you guys write that together?
We wrote Muppets. The
You
first
wrote
Muppets. Together.
Muppets.
Yeah, the first
So
Muppets.
good.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
That was so good.
Yeah. So that was. So I went to that, and then, but yeah, it's just not.
Right. Yeah.
Comedy's not important.
I know it really isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It seems like there's some comedy starting to pop up now, and like things are loosening
Well, the
up a
studio
little
is
bit.
funny. Is really funny. I'm so
Yeah.
excited it's gotten so much Emmy, love. Just 'cause
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
knock on wood, it wins some stuff, but it's just because it is legit. It goes hard for jokes.
Yeah. Ike's so good in that
He's
too.
so funny. Oh my
He's
god,
so good.
he's hilarious. He was in Neighbors too. He's like the funniest human.
Neighbors was one of the first like kind of adult comedies, late teen into adult comedies that I had a blast watching with my daughters.
Okay. Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It was like that. It hit us all.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And whatever moment we were when that was, it
Yeah.
was really it was so good. We just all be laughing at stuff that was reverent, but not completely over the top.
Yeah.
Really fun.
Yeah. Writing that line wherever it is.
Yeah, right.
I don't know where the line is, but wherever that line is where I somehow live.
How many projects can you have going at the same time for your brain space?
I do. I mean, I tend to have like a few things happening at once, or like, for example, like I was writing, the movie that I just finished. I kind of wrote and rewrote a little bit at the same time as we were in the Platonic writer's room and starting to and in prep and directing that. So I am doing, but I don't have development really. I tend to just be like, this is the next movie I'm going to do. So that's like, so I put all of my kind of eggs in one basket and then focus on that one thing versus having a few things I'm trying to figure out.
Right. But what do you mean? Because it's film and not.
Oh, just like I think a lot of movie directors will have a few scripts that they're developing at the same time for their next slot or something like that. And I tend to just be like, I'm doing this.
Right.
If that makes sense. I'm going to focus on this one thing and hopefully that's the thing that happens.
Right.
Yeah. And I tend to always write or rewrite what I'm doing. So it's, so yeah.
Do you enjoy rewriting?
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's part of the it's to me, I tend to write and I tend to rewrite a million times. Like I tend to there's different ways of approaching it, I guess, as and like, I think some writers are very, very carefully over like 6 months write a perfect draft.
Yeah.
I over 6 months write 100 shitty drafts and they slowly get to the place where it's good, And so I think it's just the way, I do it. I don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes when I'm rewriting, like, it's amazing to me that every time you look at it, you can change something.
Yeah.
It's every single time there's like something wrong. You're like, oh, finally. And you're like, then you look at it again. You're like, nope, I can still fix it and change it. And I always wonder if I was more talented, would I get to that good enough draft or earlier? And the older I get, I don't think that happens.
No,
I don't think anybody does that.
No, you're just rewriting and it's just I think it's just the being diligent
Yeah.
is talent.
Right. Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just being like, I'm gonna keep at it and keep rewriting it and keep rewriting it. And
Yeah.
I think that is equivalent to
Yeah.
that's what talent is. I think on some level.
Yeah. That's interesting.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but I tend to rewrite. I don't know. It's like a croissant, you know. It's many layers. I don't know. That work. I don't think that metaphor worked. It kind of worked.
It kind of worked.
It kind of worked. It doesn't totally work, but it kind of worked.
I was thinking of the same thing. Like, how can I bring this back to bread?
Yeah.
And you did it, so I don't care if it's not completely nailing it. It did the job.
Okay, it did the job. It got the job. It got close. Yeah.
I can't wait to learn from Sally.
Yeah.
gonna
How
be-
to do croissants? I mean,
Yeah.
I'll off mic because it'll be so boring.
Right.
To your, but I've made croissants so many times I can tell you the recipe and everything.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
You have it in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah.
That's
And
gonna
it's a
be
good party
exciting.
trick because they're like,
Yeah.
you can make them for breakfast.
Did you ever try magic when you were young?
Oh, of course. I'm a
Yeah.
comedy nerd. Yeah, of
Yeah.
course. I did magic badly. I was not just, I was so nerdy, I was even bad at magic. And I had a company that my friend Naomi and I she would juggle and tell jokes and I would do magic, and we were called N Squared, and we had shirts that said N Squared, and we would perform at kids' birthday parties.
Yeah.
But the catch was, or what our promotion was, is that we would clean up the birthday party. So that was how, and we were like, we're not that good at this. We know how we'll get these moms and dads to hire us. We'll clean up your birthday party if you allow us to do some
Amazing.
magic. Yeah. And at one point I was doing and I didn't rehearse or prepare anything. And I had one of those. Did you do magic?
No, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I know what
Probably
you mean.
lost your virginity earlier than me. But there was like the bag that like would whatever.
Yeah,
I was
that
doing a
had the
magic
lining.
trick. Yeah, that had the lining, and I did a trick for literally a bunch of 4-year-olds.
Yeah.
And they all started going like, "It's still in the bag." Like they all knew. And I was like, whatever, I'm gonna clean up this party. For like $20 too. It was so cheap. Even for 1980,
Yeah.
whatever. It was
I did
too little
find
money.
I did find my plastic magic hat at our my parents' beach house, like at the Jersey Shore, and I was just going through some closet and I found this plastic magic hat.
Oh wow.
That was like
That
you
had
know,
tricks in it and
Yeah,
stuff?
that like you
Okay.
could hold the thing. Like it's so terrible, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And the wand and everything. I was like, oh yeah, I should break that out again.
Yeah.
I went to the Magic Castle for the first time. I'd never been. Have you
It's
been
pretty
there?
cool. Yeah, I've been there, yeah.
Yeah, and there's an MC that came out. He was kind of chubby, and he had a drawl and a hat. And
Yeah.
he spends like 20 minutes on one trick, just kind of padding it out and
Yeah.
doing the whole thing. And my daughter turned to me and said, "I think I see what you're going to do when you're retired."
Yeah, I went there. I have a friend who's a member of it.
Yeah.
But it's like a little bit too much magic a night at the Magic Castle. It's like the first show you're like, why don't I spend all my time here? And the second show you're like, okay, this is getting. And then the third show I'm like, I don't want to see
wanna
any
go
more magic.
home.
I want to go home. I remember there's this one magician
true.
who was, I think, Spanish, and technically what he did was incredible.
Yeah.
But it was so boring.
Yeah.
And what he did, again, I don't speak. He was a Spaniard Spanish.
Yeah.
He didn't speak English that well. I don't speak Spanish, so no, whatever. It's not,
Yeah.
But he was like, I'm going to do these cards, and we'd all kind of be sitting there, and the trick was he would tell someone to cut the deck, then you'd hand him part of the deck, and he would hold the deck and correctly guess how many cards he was holding. Like you could tell
Right.
by the weight,
Wow.
which was like technically amazing.
Yeah.
But so boring.
Right.
Like it would be like if I was like, look, I can float an inch off the ground, and you have to wait 20 minutes to see me do this,
Right.
and you'd be like, yeah, that's awesome, but who cares?
Yeah. It's so funny. I had the same experience. I was like, "What? We should be here every night. What does it cost to be a member?"
Right. I looked at the back.
Yeah. And then I saw the price. I was like, "Nah, we'll just come once in a while."
After the first show, I'm like, what's the cost? Second show, I'm like, I'm not sure. Third show, I have to leave so badly.
We do a thing on this program called an uncomfortable moment,
Oh yes.
and where we take a deep dive and discover things about you and whatever, and forgive us if it is uncomfortable, but it's just something that we do.
Yeah, I love it.
We looked for some stuff on you, but you work so much. It seems like working and baking is really all that you do.
So and kid stuff.
So this is going to be an audio uncomfortable moment.
Okay.
I don't have a picture of you or anything. So I'm going to, the uncomfortable moment is this. I want you to put me in one of your movies.
Oh, okay. Is that, and then I just, sure, okay. Is that, yeah.
That's how you got out of it?
That's how I get out of it. I mean, people lie all the time in this business. You can say whatever you want right now.
Damn it.
You're in.
I didn't see a yes as an option.
Done. Name the part.
Sorry, Tom, it didn't work out.
Yeah.
If it was me, if I was making the decision, I would have put you in it. But
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I tried. But you know how it is. Just like vague.
yeah.
Vague. You get it.
Oh, they loved you. When you hear that, you're in trouble.
Yeah, they loved you.
Everyone loved you.
They loved you.
Shit.
Yeah. Just don't say that.
Yeah, stop it.
That's really funny.
When you said, I think like this is going to be the next thing that I make. There's been a couple people in my life that have been that way, and I always find it very impressive. Of just not, I'm going to ask for permission or not. I hope this works. I'm just going to I'm going to do this robot movie, and they do it. Were you always that way? And do you think that it's just? Does it take the maybe out of it?
Yeah, I'm pretty decisive, and I kind of think of writing. This is a weird way, as like self-therapy in a way. So I kind of think that if I want to do something, it's because even if I don't know what I'm interested in emotionally in the project, that over the course of writing it, I will unearth whatever has drawn me to that thing,
Yeah.
At the beginning of my career, I was always writing about a few years earlier in my life in some way.
Right.
So like for Gangster Marshall, at that point I was married.
Right.
And we actually, by the time we were shooting, we were expecting our first child, but I had breakups a few years before, you know? So like, and same with like Get Him to the Greek, it's about like a couple deciding to get married, and like Neighbors, it's about a couple who are 5-year engagement, a couple who get married. Neighbors, it's the first baby, and Neighbors, a lot of that was thinking about when we had our first baby, and all I had for Hollywood, I had my children young. I was like 31 when we had our first baby, and so everyone I knew was still like out partying and whatever, and I was like so freaked out by that. And so anyways, the point being, but I have run out of autobiographical things to say.
Right.
Totally. And so now it's finding a personal way into something that maybe is a high concept idea that, So,
Right. Do you find when you go after the high concept, now that you've mined all the autobiographical stuff, do you ultimately get to a place where you're like, oh, this must have been what was on my mind? Or is it kind of separate from that now?
Yeah, no, I ultimately tend to get to an autobiographical place. Like this movie I did with Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon called You're Cordially Invited became, a lot of my thoughts on, familial relationships and my relationship with my own daughters, and the relationship that Reese has with her mom. There's some I don't think my mom will listen to this, but there's some there's some connections there. There's the relationship Will has with his daughter. So it became what started as a high concept, which I knew would be a commercial idea of a double book destination wedding. I was like, I have a way in that I think is personal to me. The movie I just did is not quite as, there's a little bit of personal stuff, but it's really, the whole movie's just about why you shouldn't lie.
Right.
And that's more of like, it's not a polemic by any means, but it's more about, a little bit what's happening right now. So, but I think, but for my first movies up through Neighbors, I was really writing about a few years before in my life. But I've kind of said all this stuff. I always said I couldn't really write a movie that was directly autobiographical because my life's kind of boring. So fortunately it's boring. It's like a fortunate thing. So
No, I find that I've written these books, 3 books, they're essays, and they were all very much about family and stuff, and I've kind of gone through all of the stories, and I'm in the middle of the 4th one, which is still family based, but I literally am like, I gotta break out some way because I'm finding myself going back. I'm like, wait, I think I wrote about being stuck in an attic once before. Like it's starting to like, there's only so much there.
Yeah.
Like, it's interesting. You can find new things, but, it's starting to feel a little bit like I've mined in the same spot for
Yeah.
a little too long.
Yeah, I think when I talk to actors who are doing a lot of press, they have the same thing of just like I've told the stories.
Right.
Like I don't know, I don't have other stories, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, which is very funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta come up with some other
Yeah, I
stuff.
have to come up with or just make up some stories or use someone else's story
Right.
as my own story.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly.
But yeah, it's the same thing with writing movie stuff. It's like TV shows or whatever. It's like there's the personal stuff and you kind of burn through a lot of that and then the core will ultimately be it has to feel real or it has to be, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. I know that is when in Platonic it's like, oh yeah, you could see where it's so real of like that the family dynamic just in itself.
Yeah.
That it's like, oh no, this is obviously coming from
That
a real
stuff,
place.
yeah. Francesca and I definitely I mean, because I look a lot like Luke McFarlane, so
Right,
that's like that's
exactly.
actually one place where,
Yeah.
but there's definitely stuff in the family because the show's also a love letter to marriage and family and stuff. You
Yeah.
know? But the friendship between Rose and Seth, there are strong elements of male female friendships I've had, certainly male free. It's really based on Francesca's friendship, but
Yeah.
but it's also completely fictionalized. It's not, there
Yeah.
also aren't really those connections. There's a
Right.
core emotional idea.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's pretty different too, and that it just changes as the actors get involved and as
Yeah.
everything just naturally evolves.
Do you feel like it's a blessing to be doing what you're doing? Like
Oh, hugely.
you can get not only in just how lucky you are to be able to do it, but there's really no end in sight. Like some of the best comedy directors and writers like crank out stuff when they're older. It's not like right, you know what I mean? It's not like you have like a hit song. Like musicians always kind of flame out.
Yeah.
But the Capras of the world and like it's you can keep creating as long as you're discovering new things about humanity.
Yeah, I think that's my hope because I love doing it, and I'm going to do it for as long as the powers that be let me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think it is about being open to everything,
Yeah.
and not shutting down. Like I'm very open to criticism. I don't like it just because I'm lazy and I don't want to rewrite the thing, but like
Yeah.
I'm open to it. I'm open
Yeah.
to, and I try to see everything, and I try to
Yeah.
So I think that's a big part of it is being open to what's happening in the world as much as you can be.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. There's always a balance of that. I always find for myself of shutting it all out
Yeah.
and just being me and whatever I'm trying to make. And then other times, because the outside influence, you need to kind of just cave off for a while. But then other times of like kind of filling up the well and just digesting as much as you possibly can.
Yeah, well, you have to have a very strong point of view on whatever you're writing.
Yeah.
And then when I always find when people read something or you do a table read and something's not working, that the like what they're expressing that's wrong with it, or what they're pointing out that there's something wrong with it is usually right, and the solutions are usually wrong.
Right.
It's usually so when someone's the third act is kind of boring, that's probably right. But when they're like, and I think the third act should be this, that's probably wrong.
Right.
It's like, but
Yeah,
I think it's hearing the like criticism.
Yeah.
And really being open to it. And I've just watched people shut that off and to their detriment,
Right. They're just going to power through and.
Yeah, they just don't, they
Yeah.
won't listen. They're like, no, it's this. And sometimes you have to, there's obviously big swings that are incredible and genius level and whatever, where people, but I think being open to criticism, not rounding the edges of your stuff, but just if your goal is to express this about family and you're not, then you have to adjust something in your thing, or this about relationships, or this whatever the thing is.
It is remarkable without anybody knowing any degree of an audience of really knowing how things are made, or just watching, or having no knowledge at all. Everybody feels when the beat is off.
Yeah, totally.
Isn't it? It's pretty remarkable.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, no, something's wrong with the rhythm here.
Yeah.
This is
it's really, and it's always interesting. I've become, as a writer, I don't know if you feel this way, very obsessed with point of view. I'm always obsessed with point of view in the movies that I write. Less so TV, because TV is more long form, but the point of view, and it happened on Neighbors, and then just happened actually on this movie that I'm cutting right now, where on Neighbors, we started the kind of a dual point of view on Zac Efron's character, and then we started with Zac Efron's character and met him, and and then we went to Seth and Rose's character and whatever. And our first test, or the first time we put it up, it was just something was just off about the whole thing. And then then a friend of mine recommended, this great director Rob Letterman was like, "Oh, cut the whole Zac opening and start with Seth and Rose and have them meet Zac, have them see Zac and have Zac be this mysterious figure."
Right.
And it completely made the movie 1,000 times better.
Right.
And it was like, it's all point of view. And a similar thing just happened on this.
Oh, interesting.
And when he said that, my editor on that movie, Zine Baker's a great editor, he was like, yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. And I was like, why didn't you say anything? But yeah.
And is that because the point of view then provides the motor for?
Yeah, the point of view of a movie, you start to realize that that the story, that you kind of want to be in Seth and Rose's point of view. Mm-hmm. And experience this fraternity, that the fraternity is the weird thing that's entering their universe.
Right.
And that they're kind of normal.
Right,
and
right,
I think that the point, I mean, that movie in screen time is very much split between them and Zac's story.
Sure.
But they're probably the A story.
Yeah.
If I was to put it that way. So, that's just an example of it. But I've become very interested in that just because I think point of view is so, I don't know. People don't talk about it a lot in writing, and I think it's like a huge part of writing and directing is a huge part of it.
Yeah.
And it just happened again on this movie I just did, and I think we fixed it. We haven't tested it yet, but I think we fixed it.
Right.
Because we had the wrong point of view basically.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear people talk a lot about it.
No,
But
it's
it makes
like
perfect sense.
Yeah. People talk about a lot of other stuff. but not
Right.
that.
Yeah. Do you have any perfect comedy movies that have been made?
Just the ones I've made.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
If you look at my IMDb. No,
Well, that was obvious.
I mean,
Like any classics?
oh
that
yeah,
you
I mean,
always
I
go
watched
back to?
Annie Hall over and over again. I watched When Harry Met Sally. When Harry Met Sally, I watched like once a year. Rushmore, Election. I mean, those movies like Sideways.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with Alexander Payne. I just rewatched The Descendants, which is a bit more dramatic than comedic, but it's just his movies are just
So good.
perfect. Yeah, I think those are all, and I rewatch those over and over again. Oh, a Broadcast News.
Oh God, when he's sweating
Yeah,
during that.
The Kids Are All Right. That movie's amazing.
I watched Marty last night. It was on Turner Classic.
You know,
Ernest Borgnine. You ever see that?
I've never seen it.
Oh, you'd love it.
Okay, I'm gonna see that.
It's so.
I'm gonna write that down.
It's so.
I'm writing it on my phone.
It's so. Heartbreaking in the most beautiful way. You don't end up. I'm not going to ruin anything. It's just the emotion and this real. It's just such a small little film. They were actually said on Turner that they were going to just, when they were releasing, United Artists released it. They were just going to put it as like the second of a double feature at the time, that kind of thing. And they really didn't believe in it, and it ended up winning all these Oscars.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ernest
Okay.
Borgnine won for Best Actor and I think Best Writer, Best
Cool.
Screenplay, but it's beautiful.
Oh, I gotta
and
see-
I
oh, yeah,
just, it
we'll
was
watch
one of those like, I just traveled and came home, and my wife was out, and I just turned on Turner Classic as I always do, and
Like a baller.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, there was cocaine and stuff.
Yeah. Cocaine's,
but
whatever.
I'm just telling you the movie part because that's what you're into, I
Yeah,
guess.
exactly. I heated up a giant mug of chai tea on Turner Classic. No, I'm gonna see that. I love The Apartment, Billy Wilder. The Apartment I
God.
watch. a fair
Yeah,
amount.
so good.
It's really funny though. When Harry Met Sally, I watch every year.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah.
just like every year I cry.
Yeah, every year.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what is it about us that, because we are such a small club
Yeah.
of brilliant comedy minds.
We have to get
and
Favreau and the three of us because if he's baking bread still.
yeah, we should reach out.
Yeah.
Let's.
I get it if you need to do it first one-on-one with him, but at some point.
No, I think I'm going to use.
It's a very
I
small
think I'm going to
club.
use social media to get him.
It's a very small club.
I'm gonna.
Japan trip.
Yeah, the Japan trip.
He's coming on the Japan trip.
Yeah, You know, let's
Should I
make,
just book? Should I just
let's
book
make-
tickets? Just
yeah.
make it really awkward. Should I book the tickets now?
you know what we got to get
Can
on?
you just send me your travel info? I'm just gonna book it. I'm just gonna book it now.
This is how you get clips for social media off your podcast. You know who we should invite to the baking conference
What?
in Japan?
Who?
John Favreau.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh my God,
I
you
love
know
it.
him?
Yeah, from years ago. Yeah.
yeah, me.
We
Kind
go
of.
way back.
You do? Oh man, we got to get Favreau. How are we
go
going to
way-
get Favreau?
We go way back. It's a good euphemism for haven't seen him in 20 years.
Right, exactly. I met
And he
him
might
once.
remember me. He'd remember. I mean, yeah.
But what is it about us that makes us noodle and rewrite and work on comedy and
Bread.
bread?
I realized bread is the opposite of writing because
opposite?
you don't. Well, it's not the opposite. It's just very like there's no neuroses in bread.
Right.
There's no like the worst thing that happens is it doesn't turn out. Who cares?
Right.
But with bread, but there is one thing that is similar, which I just read. I was wondering why I love baking and cooking. I just don't have as much time to do it. And it's because it forces you to be in the moment, which is, I think, inherently relaxing in a way that like you're just I'm never in the moment. I'm always thinking about the next thing I'm doing or the future or like dinner plans tonight, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm always thinking about the future and bread. And I think also writing, you're really in the moment. I think those are the two connections.
Yeah.
Potentially.
It's very good.
I don't know.
Well said. Well said.
I'm actually doing a bread products. I'm doing a calendar with like my wisdom on it.
Yeah.
It's all different sayings that I have.
I watched the Billy Joel documentary.
Oh, it's
and
so good.
So good. And
Oh
that
my
moment
God.
when he talks about writing about it, I think towards the end, when he talks about it being
I wish that thing had gone on forever. I could
know.
have watched it forever.
I know. When he talked about when he's writing, you have to be alone.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be kind of isolated and be alone. And I was like, man,
It's true.
I've been so distracted from writing recently in this version of this book because I've been with my family so much. We've been traveling, we've been together, and you can't just be like, I got to go in the other room. I mean, you can. I think Sedaris does that.
Oh, yeah.
But you have to be kind of on your own to
Yeah.
go right.
Yeah, you have to. There was a book a friend of mine pointed out that was just like this book Deep Work or Deep Thought, Deep Work. No, Deep Work, which is just like if you're gonna really get into something, you need 4 hours of unbroken concentration.
4 hours.
Like at least 4 hours.
Yeah.
Like turn no internet, no emails, no text, nothing. Turn it
Yeah.
all off. And I found it's really true. It's like you start to get into this like zone, and suddenly the work gets really.
Yeah.
I get very not prolific's not the right word. I get what's the word? I get a lot of work done.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm a writer, by the way. Yeah.
I'm working on words.
Working on words, yeah. But I think that's yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great.
Yeah.
Well, this is amazing. I can't believe that you can be at this stage of your life and become best friends with somebody.
It's happened. I know. I thought I had the crew.
Yeah, I thought.
But this is
yeah. I know a couple people that I'm going to kick out of the circle.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to make room for.
I have 3
for you.
daughters, and my youngest one just got
really?
replaced by you.
Oh, oh poor thing.
I know. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Are they still at home?
Yes. My oldest though is a senior.
Oh, you're just about to go.
Yeah, she's about to. Yeah, which we are. We have a very big age spread, so it's 12th grade, 7th grade, and 3rd grade. So it's.
Okay. Oh, so it's going to be around for a while.
Yeah.
Both of mine are out now, and yeah, you're going to cry a lot.
I'm pretty worried about it.
Yeah. You're going to be baking a lot. There's going to be tears in your babka.
The baking is also for them. So I think when they leave, like I don't know who I'll be baking. But
Why do you think I started this podcast?
No, I should probably start a rival baking comedy podcast.
Yeah. Oh, like Shaloub.
Yeah.
Tony Shalhoub has this. This is called Breaking Bread with Tom Papa, and he has a show coming out on CNN called Tony Shalhoub Breaking Bread.
No, you
Yeah.
can't do that.
Yeah, and he has.
You're not allowed to do that.
And he has he all my pictures of my logos and stuff is me like this, like from here up.
Yeah.
And he has a picture of him with a baguette
No,
with his eyes peering off it.
is he just interviewing people while eating bread?
He's traveling around, goes into like Italy and talks to them about their bread.
Oh,
It's not a podcast.
I guess it's more bread focused.
Whatever it is, we're coming for him.
Yeah, we're coming for him.
coming
If we
for you,
see him
Shou-
at that Japanese festival,
There's no way he'll be there.
no, he's
just
a poser.
not even interested in bread.
He's I'm gonna say it. He's a fucking poser.
Poser.
He's a bread poser. He probably got interested in this in 2020 during the pandemic.
Did you hear that, Shaloub?
The worst insult.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you know, you know. All right. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
All right. We got it, kids.